Howdy there, this is EMS Automotive, manufacturers of sheet metal for Chevrolets 1935 to 54. Today, we're going to be talking about 1940 Chevrolets, quarter panels, tail panels, patch panels, floors, all kinds of things made by EMS Automotive. Our phone number is 216-541-4585 and emsautomotive.com if you want to get on the web. All right, one of the things we're talking about, 40 Chevrolets. It's a one-year car. And the most common part on the 40 Chevrolets that rusts out or gets damaged is the rear tail pan. The rear tail pan is the area underneath the trunk lid. And this happens to be for the 40 Chevy Coupe, die stamped, perfectly smooth. All the shapes and curves just like it's supposed to have. Made by EMS in the United States in our own tooling in our own factories. We have one, there's one for the Coupe, and we have one for the Sen. Each of them are unique. They kind of look the same, but they are different. And do notice that we have the weather strip channel for the trunk. The trunk lid closes down into here, so it's going to seal correctly. We got the flanges on the side for your fenders. You'll tap those over a little bit after you put them in. One of the more interesting parts that is misunderstood on the 40 Chevrolets is the panel directly behind us on the inside. Some people call it a toolbox, some people call it a trunk floor extension. It all depends what part of the country you're in. This is what it is. This is the part 158 40 Chevrolet. Trunk floor extension goes directly behind a tail panel. So when you open up the trunk lid, you look directly behind. This is the part that you see. Then from here on is the trunk floor. So let me hold the two together, show you how it goes in there. It's a double-walled panel. It goes in there like that. This is what you see when you open up the trunk lid. And that completes the thing. They generally rot together. See in some areas here it's double walled. The dirt gets down in there, the water gets down in there from a bad weather strip seal. It rusts out. This is also made in the USA, 18 gauge steel. It's shipped to you UPS. We ship all of our products UPS. So going from the tail panel, which is the most common, we'll scoot these out of the way, is we'll go to the side of the car. And what we have on the side of the car, this is the lower front quarter panel. The rear fender is here. The front door is here. 40 Chevrolets being unique that this panel will fit all two-door sedans and all two-door coupes. Has your door jambs in there. Has your nice, hard to fabricate, but it's easy for us with our stamping technology to get all these curves and shapes. Has your spot weld flange. Rolls into the fender area, rolls into the door, matches up with the rocker. 18 gauge, made in the USA. Going forward, underneath the door is the rocker panel. Rocker panel goes from the front door post to the rear door post. Notice we have the curve in there like it's supposed to be, and it's curved from front to back. We include the carpet bead. This is where your aluminum threshold bolts over and your floor pan's in here. Look at the curves, look at the smoothness, no wrinkles, 18 gauge steel, made in the USA. This will fit coupes, two-door coupes, two-door sedans. It will not fit the four-door. Fortunately, we do not have rocker panels for the four-door. They are rather unique. In front of the door, in front of the front door, is a lower front cowl. Here again, this will match up to your rocker panel. Spot weld flange, this wraps into your fender. The front fender bolts on over here. Now you're starting to get under the hood sides. Wraps into the door jamb. Notice the curve. Notice the curves. Notice all the little impressions that you would have in an original part. EMS does that. 18 gauge steel, stamped in the USA, ships UPS. In front of this, there is on the firewall, there is a firewall to frame bracket, and that's what this is. It goes down there. We leave it so you can drill some holes. It goes on down in there, and it bolts up against welds up against the firewall like this. comes down, and this will bolt or weld to the frame down in there, and that stiffens up that's your front body mount from the firewall down to the frame. We make this, it often catches a lot of dirt. It rusts out a little bit. Also, it kind of got hacked up in the drag racing days way back when we had some fun with the cars, and it has to get repaired. The last part we have for today is our lower door bottom kit. Oops. Our lower door bottom kit will replace the bottom part of the door, which rusts out. In the EMS door bottom kit, we have an outer skin and an inner structure. One kit has two parts. The inner structure is 18 gauge steel. Notice how it's stamped. Here again, deep draw stamping, all smooth, crisp lines, laser cut on our own machines. Made in the USA, 18 gauge steel here. We all know, we look at the bottom of the door, it all rusts out over here. We have all little indents that's needed. Just cut this out, weld it on, you got a new inside of the door. You got to remember your skin. Your skin is 20 gauge, die stamped in the USA. Notice the curve. We make that curve in there. It's already formed in there. You're not trying to take a flat sheet and bend it and kink it. We make it for you to the right shape, the right curves. Put it together, and you got a brand new door bottom, all from EMS Automotive. Now, since you got the 40 Chevys and they're great cars, we have a free printed catalog. All you got to do is call our phone number, 216-541-4585. Ask customer service to send you a free catalog. Includes all the parts we make for 40 Chevrolets and all the parts for all the cars that we